Hello friends. Today we will discuss about how much returns one should expect from the investments. Should it be 10%, 15%, or is it 60%, 80%? Actually the thumbnail should have looked like this. On 160% return in 2 weeks or something like this. The next multibagger with 1000x return. But unfortunately, I don't have those formulae. If someone has it, then let me know in the comment section. So let us begin our topic. One thing you should bear in mind is that the return that you are expecting depends on the asset class you are talking about. And here we are focusing on the avenues that are available for everyone. That is the investments that common people can do. So we are not talking about early stage investment in startups or private equity investment. Those are sophisticated investments and need a lot of due diligence and legal framework support. So what are the basic and simple assets? Let us begin with our bank savings account. For a long time, the bank savings account returns have been somewhere between 3 to 4% per annum. So whatever money you have parked in your account, आपको एक साल में 3 से 4% इंटरेस्ट मिल जाएगा बिना कुछ किए. Some banks, particularly cooperative and non-scheduled banks, offer larger returns, but the share of these banks in the overall deposits in India is very small. Let us now check stock markets. Historically, if you look at any stock market, be it in India, US, or European markets, anything from 15% to 18% per annum over 10 to 15 years has been the norm. So there will be a few good years and then there will be a few bad ones. But overall, one can expect 15 to 18% annual return from equity investment if done for a prolonged period. Next is trading in FNO. This one is very difficult to predict, simply because this has the highest degree of unpredictability. Indian FNO trading volumes have exploded in the past few years, so much so that the volumes are one of the highest in any stock market in the world. But no one can predict the exact percentage returns per annum or per month or per week. Some folks try for 2% per month, but we are interested in knowing the returns over a very long period. That is even more difficult because this mode of earning money is such that as your capital grows, the chances of you making the same returns in percentage terms go down. आप ज़रूर प्रॉफिट कमा सकते हो, लेकिन अगर आप अच्छे रिटर्न्स कमा रहे हो और आपका कैपिटल अगर बढ़ते जा रहा है तो कुछ ही साल में आपके रिटर्न परसेंटेज कम हो जाएंगे. भले ही आपको प्रॉफिट हो लेकिन परसेंटेज कम होगा. नेक्स्ट कम्स गोल्ड. इफ़ यू लुक एट गोल्ड, द रिटर्न ओवर द ईयर्स हैव नॉट बीन दैट impressive. Now impressive or not is a subjective term. What I find impressive may not be the case with you. Gold returns are somewhere between 8 to 15% per annum depending on where you began your investment. But gold never loses its shine because it has always been used as a hedge against inflation and bad financial times. Moreover, in India, gold has a different significance altogether. We all know. Indians are crazy about gold. So whether gold gives nice returns or not, Indians will keep investing in gold. Real estate. This one is tricky. Actually, real estate will yield good returns if you do the investment at right location and right cost. For example, investments in residential and commercial properties in Mumbai, NCR or Bangalore area will yield lesser returns compared to properties invested in some upcoming areas near these metro cities. No doubt, the gross value of your investment will be higher in big cities, but the return in percentage terms may not be that big. If not done properly, real estate investments have a history of becoming stressed assets. मतलब कभी कभी इन्वेस्टमेंट से एग्जिट लेना बहुत ही मुश्किल साबित होता है और आपका पैसा स्टक हो जाता है. Since we are talking about returns, obviously we are not thinking of just 1 year. We are interested in a prolonged period of investment. And there comes compound interest. Now the basic assumption here is that you already know what compound interest is. आसान भाषा में समझाए तो जब प्रिंसिपल अमाउंट के साथ साथ इंटरेस्ट पे इंटरेस्ट जमा होते जाता है तो उसे कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट कहते हैं. लेट अस हैव अ लुक एट हाउ कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट क्रिएट्स मैजिक. So you saw the variation in the values over a period of time. Even if you change the interest rate slightly from 6% to 10% or 10% to 12%, and if your tenure is more than 10 years, say 12 years, 15 years, 20 years, the incremental amount that you get at the end of your tenure is very astonishing. Before you start dreaming about compounding your wealth over X number of years, let us be humble first. ये इतना भी आसान नहीं है कि वेल्थ कंपाउंड होते जाए. सो देर इज़ अ हर्डल. एक परेशान करने वाली चीज़ है जो कि हमारे इस कंपाउंडिंग के प्लान में प्रॉब्लम क्रिएट कर रही है या हमेशा करेगी. कैन यू गेस व्हाट दैट हर्डल इज़? इट इज़ इन्फ्लेशन, महंगाई की दर. India has always been a high inflation country. No matter what, inflation will always be there. Small or large, we cannot avoid inflation. Of course, theoretically, there can be negative inflation as well. But in the practical world that we live in, inflation will always be there hurting our investments. So we must tackle it carefully. And not just that. As your annual percentage compounds over the years, so does inflation. Have you ever thought about this? यानी जिस तरह आपके कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट से रिटर्न पे फ़ायदा मिलता है, उसी तरह आपको कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट से इन्फ्लेशन से नुकसान भी होता है. कभी सोचा है इसका क्या करें फिर? अप्लाई योर माइंड एंड थिंक अबाउट इन्फ्लेशन फॉर अ चेंज. So that was it, folks. Bye for now, and thanks for watching.